But I feel like no one, you really shouldn't take offense to someone telling you no, because would you really want somebody helping you that can't really fully give their 100%? So I think personally,
that's true.
If somebody tells me no, I'd take consideration. Okay, you telling me no because you can't give me 100%. Whether if you can't mentally be there 100, with the 100%, or you can't physically give me 100%, I understand that. Or if you don't want to be involved, okay, I'm not gonna force you to be involved because you're not gonna give me 100%.
Not everybody thinks
That's
like
true.
that, but I mean, exactly.
But I'm saying that's what I mean. I know a lot of people don't think about that, but hopefully this will be an eye opener that if somebody tells you no, don't take offense to it. They might, let's say they didn't like you, they didn't want to sit there and be involved. Okay, why do I want to force you to sit there and be involved?
Right,
that means you're not going to give me 100%, and I'm not going to get done what needs to get done. And I'm going to get frustrated now because it's not getting done. So really, it's your fault because you forced them to do something that they didn't want to do. Exactly. Now you're in a situation.
Now, you're in a situation.
Once again, that goes back to last podcast. Don't put so much responsibility on someone else to get your job done.
Welcome back, you guys, for episode 14 of the Pops and the Sizzocks.
That's hard to believe, man. We actually out here at 14 consistently giving y'all this work.
They told me every week.
Every week. We got to do this every week.
Every
week. I like this because this gives me an excuse to hang out with my brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gives me time away from the family, which
get away
everybody
from the baby talk.
You know what I'm saying?
The baby talk and hearing your wife complain about her work or co-workers at work.
Every week. You got to keep getting rid of them, man. That's crazy.
That's it.
She had you messed up.
I need fighting a good fight, baby.
Hey, dads out there. Again, keep fighting the good fight. We know you're working hard. Even if you're a mom listening, again, just keep hustling, keep grinding. It's all going to work out for you that.
Whether you single, married, in a polygamous relationship,
divorce.
You know what I'm saying? Divorce. You know what I'm saying?
Polygamous.
You Warren Jeff from Oh, you never seen that though? The show that Andy was talking about with the fundamentalists.
Listen, that's a different.
Was it Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints?
That's gonna be a whole different episode of itself, there.
Not today.
Let's move forward.
But anyway, Bakari, how's your week been, brother?
Same old same.
It's been
same
good.
Old same.
Why can't you
just Nah, in case y'all do see this,
like
so
the
look
socks,
here.
Man.
I am wearing the same socks. Why? Because this is still the same day, the same setting. So I gotta come up with a different idea.
It's next week.
Huh?
This
First of all, we already told the people we recorded multiple videos.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
But look, we don't have to look.
But look
here.
Truthfully, my day today has been amazing. Got to get up. Like I said, get to come to the studio, a.k.a. Anthony's house.
To get down. The studio.
Get to come to the studio.
Soon enough, when we have our own Pops and Socks studio out front, we'll start doing tours and all that fun stuff out here.
Can I tell the people about my day, though?
Oh, my bad. Forget you.
Go ahead. Can I tell the people about my day?
You're right. Hurry up.
All right, then. But it's really good just to be able to come here and, like I said, spend time with the brothers and talk about our weekly situations.
There we go.
And bring it to the people.
The people.
Why you say it like that?
Because he's Bane.
Bane out here. When he says that, it's my fault.
The amount of times that we quote movies and song lyrics in normal conversations between us is ridiculous.
Yes. Ridiculous out here.
I would say 60 to 70% of what we say is like, you know what? That reminds me of a song. Let's go ahead and sing it. Or that reminds me of a movie quote. Let's go ahead and say it.
Right.
That's just how we operate.
And if you don't know what you're talking about, then we don't know if we can be
like
friends.
texting with the GIFs.
100%.
Right, back and forth.
But how's y'all week been? Shaka, Anthony, whichever one y'all want to go first. It don't matter. First, last first.
Well, it's all right. Well, LaShonda's pregnant right now, so.
Hey, I say, so he's going
to hold on, you going to announce the news, though?
Nah, man, listen.
You going to just announce it all nonchalant like that, though?
I'm just going to casually announce it.
Hey, Shaka's having another one. Congrats, big dog.
Another.
Here's what's funny is I had asked LaShonda, I was like, because right now she's dealing with crazy morning sickness. So I was like, we're going to make these cute little shirts that says Zola's going to be a big sister. She's like, nah, I'm past all that, man. Let's put the post out there. I don't care.
Nigga, forget your
The second baby don't mean nothing.
She said, I'm sick of all that. The first one's super excited. The second one, And
I'm
that middle
sick of
child's
you.
different.
I'm sick of this
we done
pregnancy.
this already. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, get this baby up out of me. And
Big
hurry
head
up.
baby.
I said for real. She's like, nah, just go ahead and put it out there. It's okay. So that means from the time we record this, I have 2 weeks to officially drop the news.
Yeah.
Put the timer on. I don't know when I'm gonna put it on social media. I might wait until the Sunday before this drops to do it.
Nah,
just because I
do it today. The Pops and Socks is officially Monday. Baby Zola gonna be a big sister.
You know this won't show until next week, right?
gotta
I know
drop
that.
it. Yeah.
I didn't say this. I didn't say post it this way. I said like next week.
Oh,
But yeah. So I got officially 2 weeks to. Hey guys, we're having another baby. Woohoo! Yay! Life is great.
Shaka say I'm broke.
Yeah, I'm broke. This is why I ain't got no hair, because if guy had me with hair right now, my hair would be gray.
We taking all donations.
Going
to a Shaka.
Yeah, the Shaka.
I'm taking
prayer
them all.
fund.
All right, Jones. What about your week, man? How's your week been?
This week's
good?
been all right, but mainly today's been pretty good. I'll never take for granted getting to kick it with you guys.
Oh yeah.
Talking,
kick it?
because at least you get to talk with your wives. Me and Isaiah have a lot of kid-based conversations,
That's it.
or a lot of fussing about do you get homework done, the parent-teacher conferences, all that other fun stuff. So
Would you rather him be a baby?
Nah, I don't know if like an infant.
You drive yourself insane.
That'd be super tough.
You
But at
come
least
from
I am
society.
grateful. I at least can conversate with my son, and he understands 90% of what we're talking about. At least
That's
can
it.
comprehend it.
Just conversate a word.
But yeah, I think it is. It's gonna make it one today if it ain't.
I don't
But also,
think it is,
yeah,
though.
we get right after this podcast, we're gonna get a haircut because
Your boy
if not,
needs
I'll be Bakari banging dreads though.
I think you should get dreads. Have you thought about that?
I really thought about it before.
You
but
should.
My job said, listen, I asked him too, and I put him on the spot.
Be
Shout out to
radio
Eastman.
hole.
Look, I literally said, so if I grew dreads, could I have them here? They're like, well, we don't think so. It's not. So you have to have natural.
What?
Like
No,
this.
you can't. You can't.
Negro. That
Well,
is.
No,
Well, look,
yeah,
that's
now
what I
that's
said.
I almost cut somebody.
no. I mean, like now you can't actually fire nobody over their hairstyle.
I know, so that's what I look. That's what I was being petty for. I said,
It's a
look,
natural
I said, so
hairstyle.
look, I ain't gonna front. I used the black card. I said,
Oh,
so
100%.
the only brother in here, the one if I say I want to grow my hair out, I said, y'all got long hair. What's different than y'all have me? They said, look, they was like, what has to be a natural look? I said, you never seen an afro
It
before?
is natural.
I said, what if it's clean cut? They're like, well, so literally my
Dreads
no,
not
no,
natural
I'll-
look.
now-
Nah, Eastman credit you. You be coming after you, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I still got word there.
We're going to have a talk.
Hey, where's that bonus hit? I'm waiting for that bonus though.
We about to have a new recording studio out here.
All these was die.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh my goodness. But no, I was just messing with my manager and stuff like that. I said, because I'm black, I can't have it. She said, well, no. She said, well, honestly, I don't know. I said, that's what I thought.
You don't know.
But
You said that at the
I'm not
beginning.
even
I'm
gonna lie.
gonna
I'm not
take
even gonna
off.
hold you. I really and truly thought about just growing up, just see how far I can really
should.
push it
You should do
before they
it.
say something. So I was for a bare minimum, because in barbershops be jumping on Saturday.
Absolutely.
This
I'm
one coming
I
out
was
with
getting a
the
haircut
Professor
today.
Frodo.
No, Kobe Bryant. that young Kobe. R.I.P. Mama.
Oh, snap. Don't do it to the people.
Nah, listen, I thought about actually. I have a younger brother.
Yeah.
And by my dad's side, he actually has dreads. I was looking at his. I was like, nah, I won't be as nice as his. But I'm afraid. So let's say I really believe I can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid once I say, hey, this is it. I'm gonna cut him. I'm afraid it might not come back.
Don't pull a
I'm low key
Shaka.
scared.
Don't pull a
I'm
Shaka.
keeping mine
That's
the way
what
they
happened
are.
with me.
That's why I'm low key a little scared about that.
That's what happens, man.
Oh,
I
my
had
goodness.
It, then I didn't
Then
have it.
and then I don't think I have the head. I saw my dad's head. He's bald, and I don't know if I can pull it off. Shaka has a
everybody
perfectly
can.
nice head to be bald. It's clean. It looks
You
great.
I had no choice.
Well, he didn't have a choice, but
I might grow my dreads back out, though.
stop
For
it.
what?
Look, you
I want hair.
you grow Adrian. One big
Let me
braid.
tell you, man. I don't care what bald people say out there.
Oh.
Every now and then, every bald person be like, man, I miss my hairline, bro. I wish I had a hairline again.
You saw LeBron. LeBron's finally calling it.
Nah, he said he still got it. He still
Stop.
got, he
LBJ.
still got that Beijing.
Stop. That lace front.
He still got that lace front.
Oh my
As long
goodness.
as they don't make me look as bad as Jalen. I don't know if y'all know who Jalen Rose is. He's on ESPN.
Oh.
This guy's hairline is nothing but leather strap to his doggone forehead.
Stop.
His lines are so straight. You can look up a picture
got-
of him
he
now.
got that
They got a
Harvey?
Steve Harvey though.
No, it's not even Steve Harvey. You know how like when you go to the barbershop, sometimes they give you the
the
extra.
fake.
They give you the paint.
the spray- the-
This dude has looked like someone took a paintbrush and painted it across his forehead. Because he
got
also he has the dreads.
Are you sure you're thinking about Stephen A. Smith?
No, Stephen A. Smith don't. No, Stephen A. He got his pushback.
I wish he just cut his off, man.
Nah,
But
man.
Stephen, it's
12
okay.
years.
Nah.
12
The
years
moment
he's
he
been going
loses
that hair
his, the
route.
moment he loses credibility.
That's
Right,
it.
they cut him off
You're gonna
camera,
have to go to Fox Sports.
and he might be working in the
leaving
back.
ESPN.
with that.
But nah, Jalen, he got like I call it the every NBA player look with like the nappy dreads, look with nappy afro, nappy, whatever you call
Yeah,
that.
matted mess.
Exactly.
That's what I call it,
but
matted
his
mess.
hairline is legit black paint.
I don't think I
Tyler
ever paid
Perry
attention. I don't think I ever paid attention for it. But again, like I said, I thought about growing it out. Yeah, hey, put in like comments, but let me know if I should grow it out. Keep it.
Grow it out. Tell him to grow it out, guys. If he grows his out, I'll grow mine back out. It just won't.
We
grow.
want to see that. Look,
If it touches where my hand is, that's where it don't grow. So all that right here, it don't grow right there.
Basically, like somebody laid a sock on top of his head.
oh
I
my
want
goodness.
that cul-de-sac afro. All right.
I want to see if you look. Oh, that
Don't
looks
do that.
that looks
You-
creepy right
you-
there. You look like Bozo the Clown.
You like George Jefferson?
Okay.
Yeah, that George Jefferson.
But here's the thing: Chico Bean did it
Who's Chico Bean?
from Wild 'N Out. He
Stop.
did. He has no hair right here, but has dreadlocks on the side.
You better you be next to me.
What do you think he is,
Chico Bean.
Rafiki?
He wears a hat, so you wouldn't know.
Come in the club, shaking my half dress. That's what he come do.
Oh my!
Hey, give me a line up in the middle right there, though.
Right. I might
Make
for-
it clean and
But on the real, I might just have him edge it up and just maybe taper the sides down. I'm gonna see how long I can push it.
Yeah, that's what I did. I cut my sides and leave the top going.
That's it.
But I'm going look.
And it
I'm
still look like I got a head
scared it
full.
might not come back. Lord be with me.
Don't worry.
Oh, sorry. I don't even know
Hey,
what that.
man.
I don't even know he have that song.
Your phone out here screaming.
Yeah, I don't even know. He started screaming too. I was like,
Siri.
Help.
oh my goodness.
Okay, so we got a good 20 minutes in
Since we're speaking on the
left,
people.
not in. So our topic for today is, are you a people pleaser? And I found this article, and it says, here are 10 signs that you may be a people pleaser. So I'm gonna,
I'm gonna hold you right there.
uh-huh.
I know partially I am sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I probably am more often than not.
Right.
Of course.
But why do you?
But go
Sorry,
ahead.
go
Get the
ahead,
10
go ahead.
reasons.
Y'all want to go? Okay, so the
Well-
first sign that you may be a people pleaser is you pretend to agree with everyone.
I can
Does
see
that really fit that boat? Does that really fit the boat with you guys? Sometimes
Sometimes.
you kind of mold to the crowd that you're in.
Not really. Sometimes I agree with them just to get them to stop talking about the conversation.
100%.
I think that's what it is.
yeah.
It's like even though I don't like what
Yeah,
you're saying,
cool.
but it's-
That's people pleasing.
that's people.
Yeah,
pleasing.
it's
I can
people
see
pleasing,
that.
but I'm saying that's
Yeah.
why I do it.
If
Yeah,
you're
it's
asking
cool.
me, even especially, I think it really hits home, especially at work. When somebody makes a
Oh,
dumb joke,
God.
ha ha ha. All right, next,
no, I already
please.
told y'all
Gotta go
before.
along with it.
Depends on what day it is. Depends on if I laugh or not.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm
when it
getting
get
better.
closer, when it get closer to Friday, aha! Look, hey, that was a good one. But Monday and Tuesday,
That'll be awesome.
let me keep
Thank
hammering.
you, thank you for your time, sir. Keep moving. Thank you for your time, sir.
All right. Number 2 is you feel responsible for how other people feel.
Oh, I do.
I do.
You
sometimes,
feel
yeah.
responsible for other people's feelings.
I hate letting people down sometimes. So
Same.
when somebody feels down off a decision I made,
Yeah.
it's like look,
I'm sorry to let you down.
how can I help you? And it's just it's like if it's a decision that somebody, let's say your boss told you to do something,
Yeah.
and it affected somebody else, like I'll be feeling down, like yo, I really didn't want to make you feel this way, but the boss
Yeah.
told me to do
Right.
it, so I
Yeah.
gotta do it. But I really want to sit there and make sure you're comfortable,
Yeah.
with this decision. So you try to sit there and make them feel comfortable,
Or try to spin it to where
let them down easy.
let it trying to easy rather than.
Hey, the
Yeah.
boss the one who told me to do it though.
Exactly.
Hey man, you
I
know
think
me.
we
I
should-
wouldn't even say it. I wouldn't even trip.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even trip.
So what's the
That-
third
that's
one
That's
though?
what they said. So number 3, this one don't really you apologize often. That one doesn't really apply to me. Now this
I apologize.
kind of is my
I'm sorry.
wife, but not really too much. But she used to just be like, "Hey, I'm sorry," but and I'm like, hey, don't preface things with "I'm sorry," or you just apologize
after
for
a but.
For everything,
Yeah,
you have
There's
nothing to be
not-
sorry
there's
for.
nothing to be sorry about.
Right.
Just stop. That's a big people pleasing thing though. But yeah, that one doesn't really apply to me that much. Number 4, you feel burdened by the things you have to do.
I
Does
see
Skip
that.
that one though.
Really? Yeah.
We ain't got enough time for that one.
Oh,
But yeah.
Some of them is like,
It says you're in charge of how you spend your time, but if you are a people pleaser, there's a good chance your schedule is filled with activities that you think other people want you to do. Yep. Look at y'all
Oh,
both give
my-
that big
See
sigh like,
that guy just
you know, it's funny that you say that. Like literally
Man.
during this week,
Yeah.
Like when you're saying that exact same thing, I've really been praying about that. And I was watching just certain things, I was listening to things, and God was feel like He was telling me like you're uniquely designed to feel the way you do, because He said you're fearfully and wonderfully made.
Hey, that's right.
I mean, fearfully doesn't mean God was scared making you. He's just saying I thought very, very hard
Exactly.
about how I made you, how'd you have. My son's losing his mind in there on Fortnite if you don't hear already. Hey,
Wow.
we in the house, pops and socks, baby. But I think, like you said, just kind of what you're touching on with that told me personally, like you said, I sign up, even if when I want to say no or I don't feel like doing something at all, I'm still sometimes like, sure, I'll be there. Sure, I'll go, because I don't want to let you down. I don't want, not because I want to do it in the slightest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Absolutely.
it's easier to say yes to that than hurt their feelings, or try to. Sometimes you feel like I have to explain yourself. As I get older,
Oh wait, man.
now sometimes, like especially this season, this is a word for you guys.
Growing
No,
out.
I'm really working on this too. No is a complete sentence in this year.
Simple as that.
Like I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't have to explain why, and I know my heart is sensitive enough because I don't want to naturally hurt you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's just be honest. You're not really caring how my family is affected.
Nope.
Or how I'm feeling necessarily. So why in the world am I giving so much strong effort and energy of how
And I feel like
that?
people shouldn't really take offense to somebody telling them no, just because.
Hold on, I'm texting my son real fast. I'm listening.
But I feel like no one, you really shouldn't take offense to someone telling you no, because would you really want somebody helping you that can't really fully give their 100%? So I think personally,
That's true.
if somebody tells me no, I'd take consideration. Okay, you telling me no because you can't give me 100%. Whether if you can't mentally be there, with the 100%, or you can't physically give me 100%, I understand that. Or if you don't want to be involved, okay, I'm not gonna force you to be involved because you're not gonna give me 100%.
Not everybody thinks
That's
like
true.
that, but I mean,
Yeah.
exactly
But I'm
what
saying
you're
that's what I mean. I know a lot of people don't think about that, but hopefully this will be an eye opener that if somebody tells you no, don't take offense to it. They might, let's say they didn't like you, they didn't want to sit there and be involved. Okay, why do I want to force you to sit there and be involved?
Right,
That means you're not going to give me 100%, and I'm
That's
not
no-
going to get done what needs to get done. And I'm going to get frustrated now
That's
because
it.
it's not
We got
getting done. So
at
really,
that simple
it's your
thought.
fault because you forced them to do something that they didn't want to do. Now you in a situation.
Now, you're in a situation. you
Once
really wanna
again,
be
that
in.
goes back to last podcast. Don't put so much responsibility on someone else to get your job done.
But I think as people pleasers, sometimes we like to do everything on our own. And because we can't say no to other people, when we ask other people to do something for us and they say no to us, we feel like, well, I've said yes to you 11,000
Right.
times.
Yep.
And the one time I asked you to do something, you can't do it.
It's highly triggerable.
That's
Highly.
one thing. Like, and
Which is why I don't
I
ask
felt
for
that because I feel like we should really are we doing this task for them with the anticipation of doing something of them doing something back for us,
No.
or should we be sitting there doing it just to be doing it because we want to do it?
I always do it just to do it. But then the one time that
Need
I
to
may
reciprocate.
need your help,
And you can't help me. I'm highly now. I'm low key reevaluating our friendship.
But does that mean that
You
the
put 'em
job
in a
still
book.
can't get done?
Huh?
Does that mean the job still can't get done?
No, it's gonna get
it's
done.
definitely getting done.
It's
But
going to
you
get
just want
done.
it to be easier on you as we.
100%.
I'm not like I said. The reason
if
why I'm
I
saying
come to
because
you
I've
for
done the
help,
same thing.
I really needed it.
I've
Right.
done the same
I
thing.
can
Like
do it on
even
my
like
own.
around the house. Let's say
Yeah.
if I did something, for everybody in the house, I cleaned,
Yeah.
got dinner cooked, but I asked for the kitchen to be cleaned up, and everybody, why we gotta sit there? Okay, find your meal next
That
time.
look. That's it.
Find your meal tomorrow. I ain't cooking tomorrow.
Bet.
Daddy on strike.
Simple as that.
So I mean, which I understand that part
Yeah.
because I've been in that situation. I get
Well, everybody
frustrated
has,
because then
absolutely.
you gotta clean up the kitchen. It's just like, man,
I
I
done
cooked
did all of
all
this.
these.
Yep.
Cooked
Yeah,
all this
all
food and I gotta wash
big
this.
man.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha, I got something. I got what you want. Look, it
So, I
won't be
mean-
me again.
But at the same time, it's just like I have to think to myself, well, it still has to get done.
It's gonna get done regardless.
Yes,
Yeah.
the same thing. But
So you might as well do it with a decent attitude.
What Shaka, exactly what Shaka said. If I'm willing to ask for help, and even if you tell me no flat out, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But especially if it feels frustrated, like you said, when that sometimes it's not reciprocated back to you,
Oh,
and not even like,
man.
especially if you know, like one day Shaka called me. Shaka never calls me.
Yep.
So I'm assuming this is a emergency DEFCON 5 because or something really important needs to be
the
picked up, and I
risk.
make sure I'm picking up that phone call because
Yeah.
I see who it is.
Yep.
Because based off that, and he might ask me a question, and he might need something that I'm assuming is important. But like you said, but if the first time that person says no, again, I'm not mad about the no. Or if you force somebody into saying yes, that don't really want to say yes, that gets frustrating. Or you build up resentment towards those things. Yeah. There's been times where I volunteered or felt like pressured I should volunteer for something that when I get there, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with all my ability. I don't know how not to halfway do something. That's what kind of I was talking about last week too, of halfway doing something.
Yeah.
And that's what I told my son, if you're going to do it with all your might. Do it with all your strength. Do it to the very best of your abilities. But at the same time, I know sometimes that's going to could cause me to resent.
Yep.
Is the first right word, or to I say feel some type of way about that person or that situation that I don't like I said. I'm trying to think the best way to say that, but yeah, that's this kind of resentment can build up with that. Like once you have this and being people pleasers.
Yep. All right, so the next one literally just said you can't say no.
I've gotten better saying no. Sometimes literally it's just like nah.
Sometimes it's no. All right.
I have to learn to say no without trying to explain myself.
Right. Just no.
That is very hard for me. If I say no to you,
I can't do it. But look here, my wife.
I need to give you a reason.
It's easy. Yeah, that's easy to throw the kids on the bus.
Hey man,
I got this. But hey man, I need to start feeling more comfortable. I can't do it, man.
Okay, bro. I'm tired.
It's easier to do it for me.
Yeah.
Look, in a text sometimes, then it's face to face.
Right.
Because then you see the emotion just
I think
drop.
Now it's mine. I feel like I'm feeling more anxiety for me trying to explain it over a text of why I said no.
Yeah.
But if it's face to face, like literally,
yeah.
Example would be the other day I got asked out, hey, we're going to go to dinner. Me and a couple other friends of mine. You want to go? No. Well, look, think about how cold that sounded. No. Why? Well, why? And why, bro? I'm tired. Like, I'm gonna keep it a band with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a band with you, bro. I've been working all day. I'm tired, and I'm be honest with you. Half the conversation y'all gonna be talking about, I don't want to hear.
Nope.
And I'm not honestly trying to spend extra money that I could have made the exact same meal at the house, and I want to sit on my couch unbothered, complete unbothered in my socks. In my drawers.
Why you trying to bring me on my slumber?
So I'll be real with you. It's nothing to do with you. But I just don't want to be there.
I don't want to.
I don't want to go.
I don't want to be here. So number 6 is you feel uncomfortable.
Hey,
wow, y'all here playing footsie, bro?
Hey man, I had to flex my foot for a second.
Relax.
You saw my face separate. Listen, we already got that weirdo internet trying to tell us to play footsies out here. Go back. I can't remember what episode it was. Somebody said y'all should play footsies. We had our first weird comment on YouTube.
Highly uncomfortable, guys.
I was uncomfortable reading it.
Don't
give me
that.
Jeffrey.
Don't do that, all right? I ain't trying to delete people's comments this early in the game.
Right.
But number 6 is you feel uncomfortable if someone is angry at you.
I feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna keep it a real band.
Keep it real.
It's Pop Socks, right?
Good.
Keep it real.
I'm not scared of you being angry. I'm more nervous about my response to you being upset. I mean, in the sense of if you're my first natural and that's just basically anybody else. If you're upset with it being angry with me, my instance is to clap back. Like, I don't care about you being mad or upset.
Why?
But I know being angry and sin not.
Yeah.
So that's what I wrestle with. I promise you being upset or angry with me does not affect me in the slightest.
I would say for me, it all depends
me.
on who it is. Like if it's my wife, then like if she's angry at me, then like I said, my initial response is, "Why you angry?
What's up? Yeah.
Why you gotta be angry for?" Or sometimes, like I said, if I'm having a long day from school, dealing with the kids,
yeah.
Like I said, the flesh in me starts to arise out. But as I said, I could bring it back in more with her than I can if somebody else is angry outside.
Yeah.
And first of all, we got no ties. Oh, my initial response. Look, okay.
So?
Okay.
You upset? What you upset for? What are you angry about?
Still no.
Still no.
Still no. But honestly, if it's like people that's outside, that's not my wife, and they have some importance in my life, yeah, I do feel bad because I feel like I let them down. But at the same time, if they're angry, look,
I think
at the same time, I can't really do too much because I did what I was supposed to do.
It's angry is a triggering word. Yeah. I think it should probably say something more like you feel uncomfortable if someone is disappointed in you or you didn't meet their expectations. I feel like that would be different.
Yeah,
like if
you put something on me that that you didn't really. You put an idea on me that I've never showed you.
Okay, but
Right.
so like if you compare it to work and you have these job duties and you slip up and you don't do something that you were supposed to do at work, and now that job may have fallen onto someone else, and someone else got to pick up your slack, and then your boss has to come talk to you to be like, hey man, it's a culture moment. You forgot to do this. You forgot to do that.
So I'll just say,
I'm more adept to listen and be like, okay, that's my fault.
Yeah, that part.
I can fix that.
Yeah, if it's my fault,
but the
and
angry, no, you can.
But if I didn't do it intentionally, and that's what I've learned to, kind of help out around my family.
Yeah.
Yo, before you sit there and get upset, ask yourself, did they do this intentionally, or was it, by mistake? Because if it was done intentionally, okay, yeah, now we got a different situation. But if it was done by mistake, like you said, if they accidentally didn't do something, okay, cool. Hey, let's just talk about it. I'm gonna bring it to your attention. Now, if you do it again, then we gotta have a situation. But it was done unintentionally.
I tried to think of that same model in my mind. Was it done intentionally or not? And like you said, if job wise, does it fall on somebody else? Did I not meet expectations? Was that my intentional response or reaction? And I'm also, I can receive it a little bit better, but if you're it's how you speak to people sometimes too.
100%.
If my boss is coming at, listen, I'm also, I tell myself, Lord, I said, you know me, you know who my parents and et cetera are and how I was raised, Lord. And that's not an excuse. And I said, I'm praying myself through it. I said, but Lord Jesus, if you want me to respond holy, I said, how they say it sometimes is determining how I respond. Like, say somebody does come at me disrespectfully, my first instinct is like, what'd you say? But then I had to thank God for the Holy Spirit. He'll grab me, he'll be like, hey, bro.
Real quick.
Think about what you're going to say.
He'll grab
I got this.
Have you ever, listen, I was side note too. Have you ever got mad? I got mad at God one time because he wouldn't allow me to be mad at somebody else for being angry. Like, I was like, God, I'm mad because God won't let me be mad. I'm like, that's not even fair. But I said at the same time, if they don't say it with, let's say, that salt or that love, I always try to take a step back. Anthony, how do you respond? Now I realize with me, I'm trying to get a better job out of it. With part of my personality is, and I realize it's pointing out to me, I have more grace for people that, like in the public, for workspace or whatever, because some in my mind I expect they're going to act like that, so I kind of know, and I can actually respond a little bit better, a little bit more professionally, or maybe with a little bit more love. But sometimes if my family gives me that same energy or attitude, I'm more adept to clap back a lot harder, unrestricted, which
you expect more.
Absolutely.
Right? Because I expect more of them, but it shouldn't be like that. Again, these people say that I love and I admire and I would do anything for, I shouldn't be able to speak to them any type of way. Now, I could be vulnerable and be honest and real with them, but I should have a little bit more grace and mercy for the people inside my home than I do outside of my home. So that's why I know I'm a somewhat.
Even Jesus said, "You people of little faith." Speaking to his own people.
His own
people of little
faith.
That's the way I'm starting clapping back. You people of little faith.
This man asked for y'all to heal his son, and y'all can't even do that.
I punch you
of little faith.
But I've never.
I feel like Jesus got. I feel like Jesus.
Yup.
Come on, bring him here.
Okay.
You people of little faith.
You still haven't learned this.
Hey, I'm your people though, Lord.
Have you not seen?
You not heard. I'm yours.
Oh man! All right. So number 7 is you act like the people around you. I feel like I already said that one. Nah, you pretend to agree with everyone. Do you act like the people around you? You tend to act like, okay, we all black here.
Yeah.
Is code switching a thing?
Code switching. Explain that a little bit more.
Okay, so you know how we are here. We can kick it. When you're in a certain company, you might use certain phrases.
Yeah, you got that.
But when you go to your job, it's not. I say I put on a different hat.
I would say it this way. For me, it's like a chameleon. A chameleon would adapt to its environment, but it will still always remain a chameleon.
Right. Okay. I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I hear that. But do you code switch? That's the thing.
According to where I'm at. So
in the community.
How I'm talking now, I'm not going to go to a meeting at Highlands and talk like how we talking now.
I ain't gonna front. I think you're more authentically myself. I used to like you said, code switch all the time, but now it's more like I'm authentically me.
Yeah,
and I know it sounds simple, but if you're not authentically you can't accept me for that. But now I can't go in there like you said. I'm sitting here. What's good? This phrase and something like that. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say to my ball what's good.
What's good?
Something like that. But hey, how y'all doing? I might conduct myself. I'm still gonna be authentically me, but I might adjust it a little bit based off the around the place I'm at.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly.
So I guess a little bit, but not too much.
I think people use code switching as a negative thing. You should always be the same you everywhere. But
No,
I'm
sir.
not the same person
You trying
I
to keep
am
it-
now. The same person I am at a football game is not going to be the same person that I am at work. It's probably not going to be the same person that I am at church. It's not going to be. You got to be able to adapt to, like you said, be a chameleon, but you got to be able to adapt to your situation.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
And that's like I can't stand when people say, "Yo, I'm 100. I'm 100." But no, you're not.
You shouldn't be always 100.
You're
don't
not.
do that.
Because if you was
Only a
100,
fool
you wouldn't have a
speaks his full
job.
mind.
Exactly.
If you was 100, you wouldn't have friends.
Listen, if I was 100
Stop
all
being-
the time, unchecked
Yo,
100,
You're not
Oh,
100 all the
dude,
time.
listen.
Stop saying
Working
that.
with kids would not be in my wheelhouse if
Right,
I
yeah.
wanted to keep
Trying
it
to keep it 100. You'd be divorced if you kept it 100.
100. All right.
Stop being 100.
yeah, listen. Sometimes, thank God, again, you have to take that little bit of that filter. I think it's you being the adult and thinking things through. Because ladies, I just want him to be open and honest with you. No, you don't.
Not all the time.
No, you don't. No,
Certain
you don't.
things you got to be open and honest about. But if I was open and honest about every little thing,
Every little thing you
Wise,
be
we love you enough not to be open and honest.
Yes.
yes, absolutely.
You can't
You would-
mentally handle
You would be drained.
the stuff that we go through in our mind.
If I could,
Absolutely
if we
not.
talk to you the same way you talk to us about like
There's
in the
a-
same ways and the same like not even like attitude wise. I'm talking about the
No.
same things.
Yep.
You'd be like, yo, who is this man and why did I pick
There's
him?
a reason why, look, it is designed for a woman to go to the man and man to go to the father.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
The
God
stress
told
that
the
we
man,
got,
hey,
only
you
God can
handle
handle that.
You tell your wife that, she could be like, yo.
Baby, to blow your mind.
Are we okay?
Oh, yeah, are we okay?
Yeah, we good.
All right. So number 8 is you need praise to feel good.
Ooh, yes.
It helps.
Words of
yeah.
affirmation.
Yeah, words of, yeah, that's my love language, the words of affirmation.
But do you need it?
Don't
No.
need
Okay,
it.
need it.
Okay, we
Does
should.
it feel good? Yes.
yes.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's
You know
up?
what I'm
thank you?
saying? I work at a gym, so I make it an effort to compliment somebody every day. Hey, man, you know you killed that workout today.
Same.
You are here killing. You know what? You have been very consistent with showing up to the YMCA. I can tell you're changing. I can
But
tell
is
you're
that
doing the right
is that
thing.
really considered people pleasing to compliment
But
somebody?
if,
Like you said,
no,
if you need it.
if you need,
If we need it,
yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I desire it.
Yeah, but you don't need.
No, I don't
praise
need
to
it.
feel
I don't
good.
need it to get my day going.
Right. Just sometimes saying, hey, you're doing a good job of what you're doing, keep it up, goes
Yeah.
a really, really long way,
Yeah.
especially in a
Absolutely.
work environment.
Yeah.
Like nothing, like you said, sometimes nothing's more draining than you feeling like you're doing the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
And nobody, again, you're not supposed to every single time, but nobody recognizes how hard you're working
Yeah.
or what you're putting into it. Until then, all of a sudden, then when you snap and stop doing those things, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Are you okay? No, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm sticking this place.
I think that's a big reason why a lot of people leave jobs. Is
You didn't
because
go to
they
the
don't
Father.
feel, when you don't feel valued at a place, usually it's because no one's praising you enough for what you do.
Right.
Yeah.
They tell you what you don't do.
Yo, they're quick to tell you what you're not doing right. But as many times you tell somebody what they're not doing right, you need to praise them twice as much.
I try, even with like our kids,
Yeah.
for the parent teacher conference, because some stuff I heard that Isaiah was doing well, some stuff that I feel like I had no clue what was going on.
Yeah.
And my instinct was me thinking about all the stuff they told me was not he's doing correctly. And when I came home, I'm like, oh, I got something for him.
Yep.
And I said, okay, but then I feel like I prayed. I said, all right, God, how should I do this? And I felt like he was like, hey, before you go in here, again, trying to crucify him or whatever, you need to explain to him what he's doing right and heavily emphasize on those things. And then the way that you say the things that he needs to correct or what we need to adjust
Yeah.
is completely different. But you can't go in here saying, because again, that creates complexes. We know
Yep.
that creates other issues and stuff. So how you speak to him is key. So that I really had to pray about that. It wasn't that I was even angry. I was trying to kill him or anything, but some stuff that definitely I didn't know was going on, and not even super negative. They're all fixable.
Yeah.
So, but it's just things I was trying to be intentional about letting him know
Yeah.
how I responded to him.
That's it. Because you know how they used to say back when corporal punishment was a thing. Well, if you get beat at school, you're going to get beat at home. That's doing too much. If you
Double
already
the
been
whoops.
chastised at school, hey, man, so when you get home, we're going to have to talk about it. But I'm not going to beat you again for it.
Now I told him, listen, it's wrong. If it's not corrected and these are not adjusted, there's going to be grace for it.
Yeah, all 100%.
Listen, there's going to be grace
To
for
a
it,
certain level.
but I can only have so much, son. I'm letting you know clear expectations, and I'm gonna be with you every step of the way to fix it. It's not something you gotta do on your own. But if it's not fixed,
oh Lord,
I'm whipping babies. No ifs, ands, or maybes.
Let me be
without even thinking twice.
But. All right, so number 9. These last two hit home. You go to great lengths to avoid conflict.
Oh yeah, if I see conflict arising, I'm gonna go ahead and just stick
by
one
nature.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna hold you.
I go to
who
great
really
lengths.
like conflict like that, dog?
Certain things you gotta if it's big enough, you hit it head on. But certain other conflicts, you're just like, nah, I can handle this. That's not worth bringing up to bring up a conflict. Right.
To bring up one. Yeah, okay.
That's just being wise. That's all it is.
It could be, but I think sometimes like you just like kind of like what you're saying, avoiding conflict.
Yeah.
If I know there's conflict on the rise, but like my natural personality, we did a DISC assessment. Mine was DIS. It was like one is like dominant. I'm gonna give you the summary, and one is kind of like a people pleaser. I love being crowds. I can be energized by people. The other one is I want to keep the peace. And I was really high on the I and the S. The I and the S, basically people pleasing and being in public. But a part of me, my full nature, is I was all three at once. Bakari saw it. I don't know how you can be all three. Literally, even said it literally said that it could be confusing to people around you.
Yeah.
But I say
don't know
that,
where he's going.
But I say that because a part of me, I don't care.
Yeah.
At all. Like sometimes I really truly don't care about conflict. When it gets there, I don't care about feelings. I don't care about you involved. I don't care about nothing in there. But I feel like sometimes that can be really dangerous.
Yes.
In the sense of people around me and relationships and stuff. But sometimes those conversations had to be had.
Yeah.
But before getting there, I have severe anxiety about having those conflicts. But
100%.
once it gets there, and we can talk about it.
Oh, we here now.
We here, but once getting to that point, I try to by all links to try to avoid that.
Because I don't know about y'all, I will rehearse something in my head for 30 minutes before I take it to somebody.
Right.
Because a lot of times it's not about what you say, but it's about how you say it.
Yep.
So like if I'm at work, and of course I have employees that work under me, if I need to coach them up, I will go through my head. I'm like, what is the best way to coach them up, to get them to do their job better, but also not make them feel like a POS for being here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you just want to come out and say, hey, man, you're doing a blank job.
Bro, you doing trash, dog. Like, let's go.
Like, hey, I need you to pick it up. But a lot of times you ain't got to approach it that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't go to great lengths to avoid conflict, but I do go through lengths to avoid conflict.
Like Bakari said, some of it is actually being wisdom.
Yes.
Like thinking before you speak.
Yep.
Like that is exactly what you want. Sometimes I have to think before I speak, and that's a good thing. And a party there's places and spaces that's needed and desired. But at the same time, even when we talk about scripture, the Bible says, make peace where you can.
Where you can.
Meaning if it actually says, where if it be up to you, make peace with all men. Again, if it be up to you. Yes. But sometimes conflict.
God, don't put that much power in my hands.
Look, listen, again, that's why the Holy Spirit said, because sometimes I'll be like, listen, I don't care about peace today, God. He said, but I do. Now shut up. Now shut up.
Let me out.
That's what he tells me.
Man, let me out.
You said if it's up to me. If it's up to be all to me. He said, but it's up to me now. Now be quiet, boy.
All right, fine.
But yes.
So we ready to move on to number 10?
Yeah.
All right. The last one is, you don't admit when your feelings are hurt.
Ooh.
Yes. I think that could be lived with all
but
men.
you're going to feel that my feelings are hurt without me saying my feelings are hurt.
100%.
So basically, I say it without saying it. And you would rather me say it than me sit there and show you. Because if I got to show you, you're going to feel it 10 times more.
Everything.
Right.
I will.
It's
if I get
worse.
quiet, just know you.
That's how, like we said, when a man's
I'm
like,
balling.
when a man's really hurt or he's really thinking, he's really quiet in his mind. What's the matter? Nothing. Women, what's the matter? Nothing. I was like,
that's it.
start slamming stuff. Clearly something's wrong. Nothing's the matter. He's like, well,
crazy.
okay. I'm also,
want something to eat?
and by then,
Man.
listen, it's not wise, but my natural reaction is be petty. Once you say, I'm actually twice.
Yeah.
You good? No, I'm fine. All right, listen. Clearly everything's fine. Let's talk. Let's figure this out. No, I'm okay. I promise you, I'm really good. That's what I do. I'm really good. All right, cool. Don't bring it up to me. Listen, when they always women.
You see how upset he just got? The whole conversation just went left.
Don't bring it up to me. They have a tendency when everything in the house is peaceful.
Yeah.
Or when you're asleep. Like I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
Right when you get that heavy breathing. Hey,
wake up.
Hey, little bit. Hey,
so you know,
hey, can I talk to you about this? No. I'm like, no. I gave you your opportunity.
You're not about to
talk
inconvenience
about
my sleep.
No. Let's talk about it in the morning. No, don't you bring it up here now.
No.
Look, or I think
Let me
it's funny
ponder on
how, or they catch you. I think it's funny how
As soon as you hear that,
every man is,
here we go.
every person in here
yeah,
felt that
you know.
triggered by that.
Here we go.
But
Gotta
sorry.
prepare for that. But yeah, I think that not really admitting when your feelings are hurt is just like when you chastise a kid and they go stomping off into their room. Adults do the same thing.
Don't
ways,
don't
okay.
stomp in my house though. No, I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
It sound like you triggered by that.
Like I said, you better be a house. You better be a horse doing math over here stomping in my house like that. You not what you not gonna do is stomp in a house that you don't pay bills in.
Oh my goodness!
See what you're not gonna do.
That sounds like a trauma coming back up.
Oh, bro, when you stop, like I said, when you stop in my house, it's me thinking, oh, they think they pay bills in here.
Yeah.
So they about to go in the room.
They think they worth it.
So they about to go in a room that we paid for and about to cut on a light using the electricity that we sit there and pay for and stomp their feet. First of all, you better be stomping down a nail on the floor before you sit there and catch
You
your
better be
attitude
praising
in my
God in
house.
that room. That's what you better. You better be a praise dance. In that.
I said, that's no problem. Okay. Look, I'm falling right behind you.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing worse when you stomp off
And you,
and you
look
upset,
up.
but you hear in the background, your mother come right behind you.
Oh my! you trying to hurry up, turn around when she get there. Oh, but yes, men don't. Not men. I don't. I do that too. I don't admit really sometimes when my feelings are hurt.
No.
Yeah.
It's sometimes I also try to think too. I try to process it. What is somewhat what somebody said actually accurate?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm insecure about it. I'm like, well, they're actually not wrong.
Because I know if I give my opinion right then and there, it's not going to be in the way that she can receive it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when I'm hurt,
Or they can receive it.
like you said, when you give somebody that trust and they break it, I mean, we said it a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah.
When you give somebody that trust and they break it, it's like then after they sit there and hurt you again, you just get quiet. Because you know for a fact, the way that I'm going to respond, you're not going to be able to sit there and handle it. And that's why I feel like it's really hard for men to go to people whenever they are hurt because of how people can't handle how we have to sit there and deliver it. And they think just because we're fussing that it's us we're upset, but that's how we oftentimes get it out. That's why it also says go to the Father because he can handle it all. That's why, like I said, once again, it's the man and then God.
Straight
we
up
can
to
yell
the
at
top.
God and God not going to sit there and yell us back. Granted, he'll give us some word that's going to sit there and hurt us and calm us back down.
And correct
At the
us.
same time,
Thank you, God.
just imagine if we sat there, just imagine if we did order in reverse, as in the man went to the wife to sit there and deliver all his trauma, and then the wife went to the kids, deliver all their trauma.
Yeah.
Right. There's a reason, like I said,
There's a reason it's an order.
you keep lifting it up, you keep taking it up, and that's why the prayer and stuff like that important. This week, like you talking about this week, I was really feeling, I don't know if it's burdened or attacked by a lot of things and stuff was going in. Lord help me. I was really feeling a lot of stuff going on in my mind and my heart this week, and I was really upset. I was upset with God. I was upset with people around me. I'm just frustrated. I'm just venting.
Yeah.
And I felt again how the enemy works. He'll try to use that saying because you're venting or you're burdened, and you can't take that to God. If you were really saved, you wouldn't be feeling like this. If you were really holy, you the X, Y, Z don't deal with this.
Yeah.
Or those people that you go to your church gonna deal with this, and I'm like, man, forget that. But then if you want to really look, there's a book of Lamentations, and God showed me that there's a whole entire book of the people of Israel. It's nothing. Now it has hope in it, but it's a lot of them venting and telling God what they really think and what they really feel, unfiltered, unapologetic, and that's where I got strength and courage and stuff from. Like, okay, I'm not the only one that feels like this. I'm not crazy that I'm the only person feeling like this or dealing like this, or feeling like, because sometimes like in the enemy lie, you can't take this to God either. That's the key thing I think I was battling with this week. Or it's okay to be tired. That's this week. Oh my goodness, I'm mentally, physically, and emotionally tired. And no, I don't want to smile. Like you said, sometimes I don't feel like smiling, but sometimes you feel like the people around you need a smile.
Yep.
You gotta sit there and smile.
But hey, 11:15. That's probably my wife calling you.
Yep, that's exactly who it was.
Yep.
I think she called me too. Loki, that's who it was.
Now we good.
Hey, Brittany.
Nah, I'm not about to answer her on the podcast.
Nah,
not today.
as y'all can see, I might not be back on here next week.
So we
But I
about
love
to
you.
go ahead and
Yeah, my
wrap
daughter
this
got a
up.
volleyball game.
So here's the thing. So we gotta break it down the right way. So at the end of the day, if you inconvenience yourself more often than not, you're a people pleaser. All right.
Yep.
But being a people pleaser is not always a bad thing because God calls us to serve.
Yep.
Who?
You beat me.
The people.
Yep.
So I'm going to try to please the people according to God's will.
Right.
All right.
Amen.
But there are ways that we should not inconvenience ourselves to the point to where, like you said, like we're totally exhausted. God is going to give us strength to serve the people. So we should not inconvenience ourselves to the point
Or
point
abandon the
where
people.
we're just, you just, hey, give yourself some grace.
There we go.
Show yourself some love. You know what I'm saying?
Look here, my
Thank
wife-
you, Pops and
my
Socks
wife
people.
angry.
Thank you for listening to another episode.
Hey, we
Cut
love
show
you.
because
Great.
Brittany,
We
Bakari's
love
wife's
you
calling
guys.
in.
Holla at you.
Love you. Peace. See you guys.